So in this video here, I want to give you a quick overview of the web portal that we've provided and made available to all of our customers. There's two sides of this, if you will. One is the side for each of your users. This other side is more the administrative side. What we're looking at here is what a typical user would see when you log in. When you log in, you would see your voicemail. And in this case, this is a demo account. There are no voicemails on it, but you can see the various voicemails, who called, the name, the phone number, duration. You can listen to it, you can delete it. You can also go in here and change which message is being played to callers who call your voicemail. You can change the voicemail PIN. You can also specify whether or not you want the system to email voicemails to you. On the second tab here, voicemail instructions, this is pretty typical instructions for your calling into the voicemail system. If you ever want to call in through the desk phone itself, you have to put in your PIN number, and then you can follow this menu to actually listen to, delete, save messages. Press 1 to listen to it, 7 to delete it, 9 to save it. If you're an administrator, you have these two options up here, call routing and equipment. Call routing, if you click on that, you're going to see, first off, you're going to see users. In this case, we have a demo user 1 and a demo user 2. And when you click on the demo user, you can set their passwords, you can set their email addresses and some basic information there, whether or not they have voicemail. You can go to the extensions tab. This is where all the magic happens on the system. Under extensions, you can go through and you can set up extensions for just about anything. You can set up an extension for a phone, you can set up an IVR menu, you can set up an extension to forward calls and any kind of permutation that you'd like. An example of this here is I've set up extension 402 to ring all of the phones. So if you call 402, you see that all of the phones will ring here. Demo phone 1, demo phone 2 will ring for 20 seconds. And then in the case that those don't get picked up, the call will go to voicemail. On the extension system, when you're building your call flow for the system, you have the option here to come in and simply delete an item. If you don't want that rule to take effect or to be in place, you can simply delete it and you can add another rule. In this case, I deleted the voicemail option. So if you call 402, we're going to ring 2 phones and then hang up on you. Not much to it. You can, I'm going to leave that one in there, but you can go down to the selector here and you can choose one of the myriad of options. For example, if I want to say ring phones, I can add another rule here to ring a phone. I'm going to say, in this case, I want to ring only phone number 1, and I want to ring him for 20 seconds, and I'm going to hit save. So basically what I just did through the portal here is I changed this extension so that if somebody calls it, it's going to ring both phones, and then it's going to ring phone number 1 for another 20 seconds. And then, for example, if I wanted to then go to voicemail after that, I can do so. I can put a voicemail rule in here, choose which account I wanted to go to, which voicemail account I wanted to go to, hit save. And the call will now, if I don't answer it on the first 2 rules, it will end up going to voicemail. You can move these up and down as well. Like, let's say I just want to ring phone number 1 first and then ring both phones. You hit the up or down arrow to move things around, and you'll see here that the page just updated. So there's a rule that says ring phone number 1, and the second rule is ring phone 1 and 2, and then go to voicemail. My point with this is that it's all customizable. You can build this system and ring any combination of phones you want, send it to voicemail, transfer between extensions automatically, and more. You can play recordings. You also have options here where if a user presses a button, like let's say you're on a menu and you tell them on a recording, press 8 for sales, you can say, okay, if they press 8, do this, go to this extension. There's a lot of different options on this. You can see the different phone numbers on that page that are assigned to your account, recordings that you've made, conference rooms, and then equipment is a nice page as well because it'll let you see the different phones that you have on the system and the addresses that you've registered them to for E911 service. These phones do support E911, so if you have a phone and you dial 911, this is the address that the operator will see for this given phone. If you call from the second phone, in this case, it's also our office address. But this is all visible here. And then you can see if the phone is actually online or not. So if you're having any problems, you can come in here and find out if the phone is seen by the server or not. And then you can see the telephone numbers we've assigned. This particular telephone has this number assigned to it, 4164. This one's 4163. And here's the internal extension as well. So this is an overview of the portal. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, and we'd love to come out and give you a demo of this with a little bit more detail than what I can include in the video.